guys, it's Darlene and welcome to my channel. Alright, so today's video is on LOLA Collective. It is the anti-aging skincare regimen that I have been trying out for a month. So we are going to do the 1 month review. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. Foremost, if you're already subscribed to my channel, I just want to say thank you so very much. If you are not yet subscribed or you are new here, first welcome, and be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell, and that way you won't miss out on any videos. We get started. This is the second video that I've done for LOLA Collective. The first video was my first impression after 1 week of use. If you have not seen that, I will put it here. And I will list it in the description box so that you can see that, because I go over all the ingredients in each of the 3-piece kit. So each of the products, I go through the ingredients and what makes them a super ingredient and what makes them supposed to work. I'm not going to do that here because I would just be redundant and we don't need that. This is about did it work or not in that month. How has it changed? And I will show you before and after pictures. The other thing is always get business out of the way. LOLA Collective, I have teamed up with them. I teamed up with them in the first video and I have continued to team up with them in this video. So this is a sponsored video, but as always, I would not be doing this video if I did not feel these products worked. That's just how I roll. So you are aware, this is a sponsored video. Let me first show you the products. So it is a 3-piece kit. First product is Bright Morning, and this is a nice, heavy, beautiful, thick cream. You put it on in the morning time. And then throughout the day, well, there's a couple ways you can do it. This one here is called Damage Control. So this has vitamin C in it, and it's for both the neck and the décolleté. All of this is neck and décolleté. So you can put this on midway during the day. You can put it on at the same time. I mean, give each of them a moment to sink in, or you could just put it on in the middle of the day. And then at night there is the Good Night Décolleté Sleep Mask. It is actually neck and décolleté, so you want to go ahead and put those 3 on. I'll tell you the price. You can buy each of them individually, or you can buy it as a kit. If you buy it as a kit, it's $79. We're talking about 3 products. And I have a coupon code as well, so I'll put that here. I've been using it pretty much regularly. I might miss a day here or there with one of the products. Like I might fall asleep before putting the neck cream on, or I might put my makeup on before I remember to put my cream on, or something like that. But I've been using it pretty solid for I think 4 or 5 weeks now. It might be close to 5 weeks now, and you can see that I've gone through just half of the morning, and then these still feel pretty full. I personally would think you'd probably get 2 months out of it. You don't need a whole, you don't need to slather a whole bunch on, but it also is going to depend on how much of the décolleté you're putting it on. For me, because I am heavy breasted, and this is my real boob, this isn't, meaning that I had a prosthesis, for those of you that don't know. So this obviously comes off at night, but I lay on my left side. So of course this boob causes these lovely little indentations or lines here in the décolleté. So that's where I concentrated. I didn't literally slather it all over my entire chest. I concentrated it in this area, and then of course my neck. For me, what I was looking for those of you that have been following me, you know I use the Gold Bond Neck and Chest Firming Cream. And I think it works wonders, especially for the price point. But what it didn't really do that I really wanted it to was more of a tightening effect. And more importantly, I really don't know what it's called, but you know when you get those, like those little lines, they're not wrinkles. It's almost this, I really don't know how, like striations, you know, those little, and you'll see the before and after pictures, and I'll put circles around them so you know what I'm talking about. And you get them as you age, and it's sort of this little striations in the skin. It's from losing the elasticity of your skin. So I wanted to see if this would help with that, as well as also how it works also for the wrinkles of the neck as well. So I'm going to show you some pictures here, and I'm going to talk about them. So the first one I took is a great example of what I'm talking about with regards to those weird little lines that you get, and I have them pretty much all the way down, kind of in the middle of the neck, and I have a few on the side, and you can see here. So it definitely helped minimize that. And again, 30 days really isn't a long time with skincare. The things that happen to our neck or skin happens over years and years. So I'm pretty impressed with the fact of what it did in a month. 4 or 5 weeks. Now, the second picture is a side picture, and I just wanted to show you, you know, I do have wrinkles, lines, you know, a lot of it is the way that I sleep. Now that I have the Sleep and Glow pillow, so much better, because I was sleeping so that my head was like this, and then it just caused these creases. So yeah, that's a little better now that I have the appropriate pillow to sleep on. But what I wanted to see if it did affect the lines as well, and it does. And so I'm pleasantly surprised that it's at least slowly minimizing those lines well. So I definitely feel like there's a tightness, especially I did take pictures with my head tilted back, as well as just straight on, and you can feel, you can't feel, but I can feel that, and I can see that there's definitely a more firmness to the skin. That's something that I can't really show you. And then when we get to the décolleté, for me the main little lines are here, because that's where my breasts are. And so that's where I concentrated on taking the pictures, because really I don't have any lines here. It's really just in this area. So I tried to, as always, I try to make the pictures exactly the same. I mean, I take it in the same place with the same camera. I don't ever, by the way, change my camera settings. Truth be told, I have no idea how, so that's why I don't have a beautiful blurred background like all those fancy YouTubers and stuff like that. I don't have time for that. The settings stay the same. So I do try, but of course, you know, lighting is going to change the way it touches, the way it looks at my skin, but I try to always take a lot of pictures and then find the ones that are identical in the way that they look, if that makes sense. You know, and I tried to turn my head the same way, and it's, you know, I try to do my best. So, pleasantly surprised, yes, it's affecting those little lines there, which is great. I noticed that it is having an effect there. I did not use any other skincare products on my neck other than the normal things like vitamin C, and really I don't put vitamin C or hyaluronic acid directly on my neck. It's whatever's left over from my face. I just pat it on my neck and the back of my hands. Of course I do put sunscreen on my neck, but other than that, these are the products that I've used. And I stopped the neck and Gold Bond Neck and Chest firming cream, I want to say about 2 months prior, maybe 6 weeks prior to starting this regimen, just so that I could be fair to these products. Okay, so as always, I'm going to let you make up your mind, because picture is worth way more than I could say. I tried to, you know, point out areas where I see a difference in the pictures. And with anything, let me just say this, with anything, if you try anything, please take before and after pictures, because even myself, I'm like, I don't know, is this working? You know, I look at myself in the mirror every day, and not to see things that, you know, you would if you took a picture. The thing I do like about this particular company is this is all they do. So this is it, neck and décolleté. That's their specialty. That's the product that they have. And so I like that, because that's what they've put their time, money, and energy into. And there's some really amazing ingredients. Check out my other video, because I go through them to tell you exactly why they work. What are my final thoughts on the LOLA Skincare Collective? Okay, here are my thoughts. I cannot tell you how they here's what I do know and what I don't know. What I don't know is how the products worked individually. I only know how they work as a collection, okay? The second thing is where I found the most change, positive change, is in that striation. You know, that skin that sort of gives that sort of crepey striation kind of look. That's where I noticed the biggest difference. I noticed it with week 1 and definitely noticed it 4 weeks later. So that is where I definitely noticed the biggest difference. As far as wrinkles or fine lines, I certainly notice a difference. Is it as big of a difference as the crepey striation skin? No. But there is a difference. You guys are going to ask me how it compares to the the neck and chest firming cream from Gold Bond. I know you're going to ask me this because I would ask me this, because that is my that's what I've been using for years. It's like an apple and an orange, y'all. And here's why. This works so well with that crepey striation type skin. It firms better, and it definitely works on those two areas. So firming and that crepey striation type skin, I don't know what the heck it's called, definitely works better on that, because it has in fact, I think all 3 products, for sure 2 of the products, I don't have the ingredient list in front of me, but for sure there's 2 of the products that have this Nature's Botox in it. So it has a form of Botox that does this freezing thing with your muscles. Now, obviously we're talking about surface, and we're not injecting anything into the body, but since we aren't, we're not getting any of those side effects. Speaking of side effects, there were none. So I have super sensitive skin. Like if I just put a mark here, give it a minute, I'll turn red. So I didn't notice anything. So you can see, already see I'm turning red. See, if I just rub my neck, it'll turn red. So I didn't notice any of that. There was no, there's nothing. I mean, there's no bad ingredients that I see in here. I'm not a chemist, but I don't see anything that's bad. I only see things that are good. So it definitely has this plumping effect to the skin. That's the thing I noticed too, is that I think that that's why it gives the skin a smoother look. So when you compare that to then the Gold Bond Neck and Chest Firming Cream, that absolutely works on neck wrinkles, 100%. You know I'm behind that, back at 100%. It just doesn't work for me on that kind of crepey skin and giving a more smoothing effect. So of course, here's what I'm gonna do, because one does one thing and the other does another thing. So of course I'm gonna combine them. So I'm going to probably for a month, I'm going to continue to use the LOLA Collective, and that way I will be able to tell you exactly how long this lasts, if it does truly last 2 months, which I'm going to tell you it should last 2 months. If it doesn't last you 2 months, you're probably putting too much on. So I'm going to try that with the neck and chest, Gold Bond Neck and Chest Firming Cream. And I'm going to see how they work together. Does it make even that, like, will that be like, whoa, okay, I have found the formula. You know, I have found, you know, because not one product or one kit or one brand doesn't necessarily do everything. Would I recommend this? Yes. Because it certainly has worked for me. But you be the judge. You know, you see the pictures, you be the judge. So that's where we're at. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.